Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to a highly anticipated episode. Yeah, so sorry about the late start today. Um, Here's the thing. Have you ever just, prepared the wrong video? Has this ever happened to anyone? Like, you're there, you're making the thumbnail for the thing, you've downloaded all the videos, and then you realize that you promised to review a completely different video, and I've delayed it already several times because you've been making April Fool's jokes and compensating for that. Yeah, that's what happened to me. So I prepared a Lion Gate review because Ghosty really wanted to actually carry on with that. But I guess I'll do that tomorrow because this video has been in the wait for a while. And don't worry, I've got Ghosty here anyway, so she's not missing out on anything.
Oh no, don't worry. You're waiting until tomorrow. Actually, it gives me time to buy more alcohol.
Oh yeah, because that's the comment that you left on there. Which, by the way, speaking of the comments, I need to address a few of the comments on the video we're reviewing today, which of course is MLP X Disco Pops, Episode 1.
Hello,
So,
I'm here because I was in the My Little Pony fandom and was also traumatized by a bunch of grown men and women on the internet.
okay,
Don't have an ask blog on Tumblr, children. It can only lead to bad things.
halfway through that sentence, when you said I was in the MLP fandom, I was about to say good, because it's a well-known fact, I know nothing about MLP, like almost like zero information in my head currently about the franchise.
Which is
But
too
then you
bad.
carried
We
on with
need.
the rest of that sentence, and I couldn't say the word good anymore. So just, yeah, good to the
Yeah,
first half of that sentence.
like that's a story for another day, but I will tell you that select like 2 or 3 people in my audience know me primarily as Gordon Mod.
Okay. Interesting.
That's because I used to run a My Little Pony Ask blog for Zombie Pony.
Interesting.
It sounds interesting, but it actually went downhill real fast. When the rest of the fandom found out, they were a little bit too excited over the thought of, an undead horse.
I mean, I don't know, and considering that the show is for like small babies, I would imagine they wouldn't, touch that subject in the first place. But
Believe it
the
or not,
concept of like, I don't know, for a Halloween special or something, that seems like it would be a good idea. I don't know.
yeah, if you want, I could like show you some old character art. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's not what we're here for.
Besides, even Notch would eventually. Well, I mean, not Notch just specifically. Mojang would eventually, include a zombie horse. So clearly, some people were onto something there. Okay. But as I was saying, I need to address some of the comments in this video before we actually get to starting it. Well, some of them are, Maddie's Dolls and Fairy Tales, clearly also very into the franchise. Actually, just one comment I need to mention. So so Josh says, Jacob not knowing anything about My Little Pony aside from a few things is going to make this video all the more funny when he reviews it. Well, I'm here now, so that's the plan. We're gonna watch this episode, which, for context, I guess I almost missed it, because of all of the reviews of season 1 of Disco Pops. Johnny has decided to go back and remake Disco Pops with my criticisms in mind, which is interesting for a number of reasons. One, because I was much harsher on Kingdom Defenders than I was on Disco Pops, but that's staying as it is apparently. And secondly, because there was a community post on Johnny's channel that asked, should I do this crossover franchise should I stick to Miraculous Ladybug, keeping with the continuity of, some of them being Nino and Alia's children and blah, 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 that we would eventually find out later, or MLP. And
Honestly,
apparently, the votes were swayed. There was it was almost unanimous that everyone wanted MLP now. So I guess this is a remake of Disco Pops, but also a complete reimagining in an entirely different universe.
okay. Okay, why not? Why not?
I guess that's how the idea is being kept fresh. I wonder what inspired the idea to change the franchise associated, because this would have been a good chance if Ladybug had come out on top in that poll. It would have been a good chance to actually include that lore early, because Johnny said that one of his regrets was actually the fact that he decided that stuff, the parentage aspect, retroactively. There could have been some more hints or something, maybe more of a concrete setting, because we eventually find out that Disco Pops operate, in Disctopia, France, I guess, which is neighboring to Paris. I don't know, the geography is still weird, but at least it was a little bit more pinpointed down in the world.
I would have thought it was an island, close to the coast of, but no, it's the geography is weird. Also,
Yeah, I mean,
I sent you some of my old horse art.
oh, I see. Okay.
Do not put it on screen.
Gosh darn it, I was about to do that. Okay, fine. I like autumn. I can't see, but the breeze is kind of nice. Oh wait, those I can ask questions. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
any
it
favorite
was
swamp flower?
An Ask Blog is a Q&A sort of.
Okay.
People would ask your characters questions and you would respond in character, often with artwork.
What's thrown me off right here is the fact that the fact that the answer to the second question appears on the top of the screen, and the answer to the first question at the bottom.
This is art made when I was 13, so yeah, it kind of.
I'm not even talking about the art. I'm just being the basic way that humans will read stuff. I don't know. Okay. Can you join? Sure. Do you know anything about My Little Pony? Not that that's a prerequisite of joining this, because again, I don't, but it's something. It'll help you out a little bit, at least. A second, need to invite him. And here we go.
William, are you also invested in the Pastel Horse Show? Is Jacob the only person whom we need to tie down and get addicted to pastel horses?
Okay, I have made a promise before that at the end of My Street 5 years later, I will replace that by watching as much, getting as much knowledge of My Little Pony as possible. And, going from, complete novice to expert. I don't know how long that will take, but that's basically going to be, my next, big, years-long project. That was the idea anyway. All right.
Oh, trust me, it's going to take a little more than a year to watch every episode of My Little Pony.
Yeah, knowing how many episodes, at least the series 4 had, whatever, Generation 4, whatever it is, they're gonna be taking years.
Yeah, see, I don't know if it's if I don't think I should start with Generation 4, because obviously there's 3 other generations beforehand. I don't even know what those involve. I thought Generation 1 was just the first toys or something, and then
Well,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure with all the My Little Pony stuff, I think it's all separated its own universe. Except for Generation 4 and 5, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. Generation 4 and 5 are set in the same universe. Every generation beforehand is its own separate cosmology.
So
including the pastel horses.
So there's no basis, not even inspiration. There's no connection whatsoever between the other ones.
I don't know. I've never watched the show, nor do I care too much. I'm not insane.
There is some inspiration, but it's mostly, surface level.
So
as in design.
So basically, I shouldn't bother with the other ones. Just go to Friendship is Magic and start from there.
Probably so.
If you really feel like it, other than that, you're just going to, be watching My Little Pony for the rest of your life because fuck, there's a lot of it.
Yeah. Also, thanks, Ghosty. Great. There goes the monetization again.
This video wasn't Ghosty's idea. This was again, this was destiny. I was always going to end up reviewing this video.
Also, sorry, I kind of, have a sailor's mouth.
Yeah, we can. Thank you.
William, this has already been established before this point. It's just today I'm not feeling, too good. So it's going to be a little more apparent.
Yeah, as long as people actually try not to curse on live stream, because obviously if it happens in a video, I can edit it out. But yeah, as long as people try and minimize it.
Yeah, I try my best. But sometimes it just, slips out because when I'm talking casually, I swear a lot.
Oof.
Right, yeah.
That's why you have your own channel, so you can do it on your own.
Okay, Emily's here. All right. I guess give me starts. The only person missing is actual Johnny. You'll see it anyway.
Half of my audience is the children I have gained from Jacob. I can't even swear on my channel.
Well, how do you know what my audience is? My audience is just a whack.
I mean, the rule of the no swearing, this just applies to me, but then if other people watch other content on someone else's channel, they can swear on there. That's not going to be oh no, no one in my audience must ever be exposed at any point in any corner of YouTube to, the sailor mouth. No, that's obviously that wouldn't, even if I tried that, it would be impossible. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so since Emily's here, the only person we're missing now really is again Johnny himself, but he'll watch this anyway. So
yeah,
let's go ahead and start.
My watch base of people, I don't even know what it is at this point. All I know is that probably most of it is kids. Everything.
You have an active Discord server, so surely
I deleted that.
Wait, what?
Also, Emily,
I was in that.
Pegasus. You, me, Pegasus. High five. High five.
Okay.
Five my high.
Okay, well,
is that okay? Is that the female version of Brony, Pegasister?
Yeah.
That sounds way better. All right, Alvaro, you missed a whole stream I did in Spanish a few days ago.
I technically I saw a bit of that, but barely any of it because I was too busy dying mentally on April Fool's Day. Also, that reminds me, I need to work on autism awareness day video.
All right, yeah. What franchise that Johnny likes makes you more confused? My Little Pony about well, I mean, I know a fair amount. I've watched a little bit of Miraculous Ladybug, and people have talked about it around me and stuff like that. So I've at least been a casual viewer. I wouldn't go as far as to say fan.
Ladybug through the Alex Mayer's video about it, how ridiculously stupid it is.
I know it through I have watched Miraculous Ladybug up to season 3. Other than that, I just watch it through memes, which there are quite a lot of.
Yeah.
Mostly videos of Marionette trying to sneak into Adrian's house. What? Girl.
Oh, that's called breaking and entering.
She has his whole schedule figured out as well. There's other stuff. So yeah, again, I know a few details. That's the thing. Was it My Little Pony?
I hate Marionette as a protagonist. I hate her so much. It's this is a bunch of male CEOs in an office trying to decide what a girl with a crush looks like, and I hate it.
Well, it probably is, to be fair, because men are just dumb.
Yeah, but who decided to write her this way?
Someone who's watched too much yandere. Yeah, yandere high school.
Call her yandere. She's just
yandere singer I never like. Even though she doesn't go murdering people.
I mean, I wasn't going to say playing Yandere Simulator.
I don't know. She has
come
Yandere
kind
of close to killing Chloe.
Oh, well, see, there we go. Okay, all right. Besides, if Kawaii-chan counts as a Yandere character in season 1, then Marinette absolutely counts. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing missing is Adrian on Marionette's bed and she's like on the phone with like the with like the staff of his father's house. Like, no, he isn't here. What do you mean?
What, she just pretends to be
fair,
his answering
there's-
machine?
That's one
I
thing
am
that I
sorry,
feel
Adrian
worse.
cannot come to the phone today.
I feel like there's a
Please
clip
leave,
worse than
please
that.
leave your message and we will attend to your conversation never. Beep! Alright.
Yeah, you kind of made a reference to that mutant girl somewhat with the never part at the end.
Okay, so
Use
that line.
conversation
Okay,
never.
so that's a reference to Dragon Ball Z Abridged. There's a line in there. That's one of my favorite lines of all time. Is because Frieza and Zarbon are talking, and Zarbon at one point asked to use like the space Skype. It's like I need to call my girlfriend, and then so Frieza like hangs up me and is like, "Come again." Like I could have sworn that you were like the whole joke is that Zarbon is like very effeminate, so people think that he's gay, and so it's like, well. It's like, never mind. What, you thought I was single? Well, no, it's just that I thought you were into... It doesn't really matter. What matters to me, Lord Frieza? Because it sounds
my
like you
goodness.
thought I was... And then, like, a random minion comes in, and Frieza, like, blasts the minion to bits. It's like, oh, look, that minion died. Could you go fix that, please? We'll continue this conversation. Never. One of my favorite deliveries in that whole show. That's why I, like, memorized the whole scene in my head. Right. 22 minutes in, I feel like it's finally time to watch some Disco Pops. So let's see how the my criticism was applied to a whole different franchise that I know nothing about. This is going to be interesting. Help.
Yeah, I'm gonna suffer along with you because I barely know anything about it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Well, I
You
barely know
know,
anything
you
about
guys-
it, but at least I know a bit more than you probably do.
Yes,
Okay.
you probably do. Most people.
In
will.
that case, I'm probably the only one of the three of us which is going to probably enjoy this.
Well,
Are you though?
I mean,
Like,
I'm sure that I'll enjoy the video. I tend to enjoy Johnny's content anyway, even if I'm harsh on it. But let's see.
I mean,
So
hey,
anyway.
William,
that's more than we could say about anything else. Quite a bit of stuff we've watched recently.
like William, I watched all of the seasons, the ending, and I was even steeped in the fandom. I even held an Ask blog.
Oh,
Never hold an Ask blog on Tumblr.
yeah, probably a bad idea to do that.
There, listen, I did it when I was a teenager. The instant regret. I look back on that experience as an adult, and I'm like, yeah, that probably never should have happened. Now I'm scarred for life as an adult. But I still enjoy this weird horse show.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's you.
Well, there's nothing better to handle adult trauma than childhood shows. Let's look back at a better time that I never actually had, because this is a whole different thing. So we'll see. Also, apparently,
I forgot to turn on my VTuber. No. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I didn't bother. I was already late to starting the stream. I don't want to be glitching out, so yeah, decided to. I haven't used the VTuber in a while for that reason. Again, on the 17th, we'll get the new internet provider, so maybe that'll be the resurgence of Backrooms Jacob.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Right, without further ado.
Meanwhile, I should still be eye patch ghosty until tomorrow.
All right.
Which means I'll be able to share my face again.
I mean, you could do that anyway. Just because like I have a whole like bias against eye patch, it doesn't mean that you have to like hide your face.
No, I mean I'm hiding my face, as in for most of the stream I actually have my eyes closed to try to avoid overexertion, like when we're not watching the actual media.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of that, let's watch the actual media. Without further ado, on with the review. Hey guys, welcome to the reboot of Disco Pops. This will combine episodes 1 and 3. I'm confused already.
Where's 2?
Well, there we go. I'm only skipping 2 because I haven't reconnected with WWE Kane. So here's the thing.
What?
I thought for some reason when I watched the original that WWE Kane was like an actual famous wrestler or something, but no, which is like his actual. I guess it was a friend that was who had a wrestling persona, and the in-universe character WWE Kane was the one who has the wrestling career, I guess.
Brown shirt, brown shoes, brown hair, glasses.
Well, brown hair for certain. Yeah, but red shoes and red shirts this time.
I'm already
Ah,
confused. This is fun.
Anyways, enjoy the episode.
Oh, I know someone will. Not me, probably.
Okay, so right off the bat, so one of my first criticisms of Disco Pops, like the one thing that I noticed like at the beginning of like most streams, is the fact that most episodes end up starting with the Disco Pops in this room, all talking to each other about the thing that they're about to do. And this episode is opened up with the Disco Pops in this room talking to each other about the thing they're about to do.
Like, I would like from a character perspective, I would at least have one of them like walk into the room holding some popcorn.
One of them
or
maybe like is
bowls.
sat on like the couch that's behind them. One of them could be like lying on the like that's proxemics. That's a theatrical technique.
Like one of them could even be sitting on that weird dresser thing over there.
Yes, that. Yeah, maybe
Doom-
it's possible.
This is Alexandra. She sits on the furniture because she likes to feel tall.
As a kid, I used to sit on the armrest of furniture too. Yeah.
I'm just looking at the comments of the video so far, and Joshua already left a comment 4 days ago, knowing full well that you're not gonna know what happened.
I've addressed that. Yeah, it's because this remake was like born from the fact that we've done these reviews. So of course
I've barely been in any of them because I'm too busy losing my sanity.
Like I can say one thing: the designs already look way better.
They look like 10 times better than I remember because last time I think they just looked like all the same except different color, if I'm correct.
1 second.
Like they even have slightly different eye positioning and shapes.
I need to check.
Some of it. This one's wearing a skirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe these are either the Emily remakes or they are the inspired by Emily remakes. Judging by how many plants on people's hair, I'd say there's the Emily remakes.
Oh boy.
Anyways, thanks for inviting us, Courtney. Anything for my best friends. Oh, also, I like this track so far. Nice and relaxing, and sounds quite different to the original one. So yeah, nice. Jess and I made chocolate cupcakes. See, this would be a good thing. Actually, what if this character walks in, goes, I've made chocolate cupcakes, and it's like I brought them in. That'd be a way to
Better
have to do
visual
something
details
else.
are important.
Yeah.
Look, I am very butthurt about certain things, and visual details are one of the things I care most about. And
Oh,
when
you're
we're
in the right
standing still
place.
just doing nothing, it's kind of annoying to me personally.
Hello, welcome to Standing Up School, and you've all passed.
You failed.
Let's get this party started. Near the end of the movie.
Near the end of
Okay,
the
so-
episode already.
Right, now they're sat down.
Oh, they're
Right.
sitting in different places.
Yeah.
Hey, look! Posing!
Yeah. Actually could have opened up
A bowl
the
of
episode here.
popcorn.
People can get the
A
context.
bowl of popcorn would have been really warranted.
Yeah, but maybe like putting it in the middle cushion
Ow.
of the sofa,
Yeah,
possibly.
that would have been really nice.
Not that people on the outside could actually see them, but yeah. This isn't the way. I know you feel powerful right now, like you can have everything you want. This is where the music definitely could have like changed to whatever was like diegetically like on the TV or something.
I've been where you are. I've made the same mistake you're making. I put on the crown, and just like you, I was overwhelmed by the magic it contained.
This sounds like my pregnancy fairy voice. Ew. So if people don't remember, when Emily and I reviewed Criminal Minds,
Oh my
the first
god.
episodes 1 through 5, there was a joke at one point because one of the characters became pregnant very quickly that there was actually a gift from the pregnancy fairy because it happened like
Instantly, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you discovered
Fine.
it overnight. Like I was about to say, like obviously pregnancy can happen overnight, haha. But
Dear Lord.
normally you find out a little bit later than just being like, oh, I guess I know I have a sixth sense. I'm definitely pregnant right
Ghost
now.
Kitty, you have spotted it
Just like,
well.
I
They
guess
are
I'm
watching one
pregnant.
of the Equiji movies.
Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, I thought it might be that once like mention of crowns came in.
Jacob, let me tell you what she's talking about. Basically, there is a My Little Pony spin-off where they turn these horses into
Oh, I know
human
about
girls,
Equestria
and they
Girls
go to
exist.
I know
Yeah.
that because my street. Ah!
I know about that because of Masako
Yeah,
X.
like. Also, I have a specialized Fluttershy counter for my street because she appears in the background a lot. There's a total of 95 Fluttershies in my street.
What?
She's in the background of almost every outdoor scene. Straight from, the big move onward.
Of course, yeah. See, and people think that my streets become more realistic over time, or that magic didn't exist in the first place, or whatever. Well, yeah, people forget.
Teleporting
Magic
Fluttershy.
exists from the very beginning of my street, you realize, people.
Yeah, I've
From
no
the
idea why
very
they did that
beginning.
before. Oh, they're
Like-
watching friendship games.
Mm.
That just makes me think. They think there's like a bunch of like team sports or something.
Yes, that is the movie.
Oh.
You just called it.
All right then.
It is essentially a competition between the main school, Equestria High, and the other school, which I can't remember their names right now. But it was between the Shadow Bolts and the main horse group girls.
Yeah, I guess the fire foxes. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
it was just.
Oh, Crystal Prep.
just-
There we go. So is it kind of like Hench Human Sports Day?
Yeah, it is literally like sports day.
I am so glad that I can make that reference. So yesterday I discovered that Ghosty and I have yet another childhood show in common that is like out of nowhere. So
Like, I remember
that.
it vaguely. It feels like a stress dream, but I can't help but to think, I've seen this film somewhere. And then I looked it up online, and then it just smacked me in the face.
But yeah, Mixmaster was one of those other shows that became a phenomenon in my school. Then again, my school was like tiny, so if one thing became a trend, everyone knew about it, but still, it was around for a while.
Like, meanwhile,
I had an OC.
You had an OC.
Well, okay,
Ooh.
so I never actually drew any of my OCs. Actually, I think I drew a couple of them a couple of times, like in some random drawings. But most of the time,
you have an OC,
I played
which
them.
is something.
Most of the time, I played them.
You
myself.
have an OC instead of an original character. I can't wait.
Instead of an original.
Tell me all about it, girl.
Oh, right.
Okay, later.
Yeah.
Later, we need to focus on the horse girl show.
I'll tell you about my Sonic OC at some point too. All right.
Oh, this poor pop candy.
And my Mario OC.
I thought it could get me everything I wanted.
This line guest written by Billie Eilish.
You're so wrong. Unlike you, I can have everything I want. Like, it would be cool if they make me change poses.
Like, Kindmaster logo is kind of screwing me over because, like, I first thought my glasses were blurry, but then when the word "want" was covered up by the Kindmaster,
yeah,
see it,
yeah.
Like, I do have one critique here.
No one's moving.
Like, this scene. Yeah, they
at
just
least make a blink.
Like, blink, maybe tilt their head, or change position entirely.
Yeah, you
like
even have someone. Guess someone like have like the over-the-top reaction of like someone like on the edge of their seat being like, "Oh no, don't be tempted by the evil crown. Remember the games. You can win the games fair and square." Biting
The
nails
evil
or
crown!
something. Yeah, I don't know.
Why are you calling it? Except the crown isn't evil. It just has nebulous magic power in it.
Wow.
It's
Power
full
makes
of
you
the
evil.
magic of friendship.
You know, maybe I am going to like this show. We'll see.
Oh dear, I know I'm not because I'm not that.
You know what, William?
A brony.
What, you don't like magic Dragon Ball Z style friendship lasers?
What? Hold on. Wait. Magic Dragon Ball Z style friendship
What?
lasers. That is a sentence I never thought I'd ever hear in my entire life.
Ghosty. What?
Yeah, I'm being honest with you. The conclusion of the two-part of like the first episode involves beating the villain with a literal friendship laser.
Okay, sure.
Like, to be honest, I actually think you guys would be very into it, being the nerd people who you are.
Okie dokie. Anyway, with all that magic and power, you'll still be alone. Unlike me, I have friends and games.
Basically, to explain what's
nothing.
happening here, okay, you know how Horse Girl #1 is sent to the human world to solve a magic problem?
What? No, I don't know that.
No.
Okay, essentially the main character of the horse show, Twilight Sparkle, needs to go to another dimension in order to get her crown back.
Okay, this is one of the things that I think would like freak out a bunch of people. Like, imagine if you like was like minding your own business, and then out of nowhere behind you, a talking horse comes in that looks vaguely like you, and like starts saying that it's your like alter ego.
I will just run away as soon as I can. Either that or grab a
I know.
lightsaber and put it in his face.
I know, Josh. I'm just saying horses for the sake of brevity.
Okay.
But yeah, so essentially someone from the human world stole the magical horse crown. And the new princess has to go get her crown back from the human dimension. So she passes through the portal and finds herself isekai'd into a vaguely human world.
Mm-hmm.
She is transformed into a human and essentially has to adapt to survive in order to solve the magic friendship problem.
Sounds about right, yeah. Okay, the magic friendship problem, which also is which I presumably is tied to the theft of the crown, because those two things don't seem related.
Yeah, essentially in the movie, the other pony that stole the crown is trying to use its magic to essentially rule the world.
I see.
And to split a hole between the equestria world of magic and the normal world of average human people.
Her dragon friend is also turned into a dog.
Bother.
Oh, that happens in Percy Jackson at one point.
Dingo Pictures films make me less confused than this.
I mean,
So,
can you imagine Dingo Pictures trying to adapt My Little Pony?
Oh,
that would be so weird.
No.
Okay, so Magical Horse Princess needs to stop the school's, bad girl.
That even more
From
wow now
becoming-
than anything else.
So the Magical Horse Princess needs to stop this world's bad girl from becoming crown queen, so she can't use the magic of the crown to enslave the entire school.
Okay.
It's wild. You need to watch it
Yeah.
in order to understand.
Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure that comes in like way later down the timeline, but yes, I'll get
Except,
there.
like, the thing with the crown is that if used in the magical pony world, it's, all good and fine. But when you cross dimensions with it, it doesn't work so good, and it has inherently corruptive properties.
And I assume that the person who stole the crown and took it into a different dimension knew this beforehand, was counting on that for the plot to happen.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Why else would you think they're just counting on everything for plot? Because plot.
Basically, the human version of the horse princess is friends, and the horse princess need to stop the other person by essentially ponying up and shooting her down with a Dragon Ball Z style friendship laser.
Wait, so hold on.
That's the
So
worst
all of
way
the
to
all of the
that.
human characters have to turn into ponies. That must.
No, actually, they
That-
sort of turn into horse girls.
So furries. Got it.
Yeah, they essentially turn into furries in order to save the world.
Of course. Always with the furries. Ah.
But I like how Equestria Girl does it. It doesn't like turn them into full horses. It just, gives them ears and elongates their hair so it looks like they have tails.
Oh, good, because if my entire bone structure was reformatted before saving the world, I'd be a bit freaked out. I wouldn't concentrate properly. All right.
So they shoot the bad girl down with a magic friendship laser, and they're like, "Oh, I am so sorry for trying to rip a hole between dimensions."
And I would have
And
gone
they're like,
away with
"Nah,
it too
you're
if it
not.
weren't for you
You're not
meddling
sorry.
ponies.
No, actually, she's like, maybe now that I'm defeated, I can learn to embrace the magic of friendship.
It's called Steven
And all of the
Universe
human
at that
horse
point.
stuff. Okay, now you can go through like that evil thing again. We cool.
They always seem to make use of every
End
villain
movie.
in the planet in that
Mhm.
show, from what I've heard as well, which is not how things go in real life whatsoever.
Hey,
Like, believe it or not, there are a few villains that, like, believe it or not, there is like 3 villains that they can't make friends with. And that's the entire crux of like the last arc.
So
Just
the
trying to
mood,
be-
basically.
all right.
Yeah. Believe it or not, these ponies cannot make friends with every villain they come across. Only a good handful of them.
Well, to be honest, that is very similar to Dragon Ball. Most of Goku's close friends now at one point tried to kill him or at least defeat him in a tournament. So,
Yeah,
again,
Dragon Ball Z has a lot of tournament arcs.
not even just Dragon Ball Z. Like, I'm talking like classic Dragon Ball. A bunch of the people there start off as, opponents. Yamcha was going to rob them in the desert. Shinhan and Chaozu, decided to play dirty and like psychologically torment the rivals and beat them that way until they realized the error of their ways. I don't know. Piccolo obviously tried to
Like,
subjugate the entire
Ghost
world.
Kitty, I mostly tried to give them a spoiler-free explanation of the first movie.
I mean, you just told us the entire plot of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what you just did.
This one before Sunset Shimmer was classified
Yeah.
as students for Equestria. Oh, okay, I know the name Sunset Shimmer because again, Masako X. At one point, he had a joke about that his as he was like has his Goku plush that he would use in some videos was actually like secretly in love with Sunset Shimmer because her hair looks like bacon. So yeah, that's how I know
What?
who that character is.
Excuse me, but
Yeah, if
I
you
don't-
Yeah, if you ever watch any of Masako X's Go Q&A videos, you understand what that's about. But then again, that has a lot of like
don't
DBZA
want
references.
to
So,
begin to know.
oh no, trust me, if
Probably.
you haven't seen like DBZA, Go Q&A, that stuff, yeah, that's something else that you'll like a lot.
Well,
I
'cause
just-
I'm not a weeb.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. You can enjoy things without needing to identify yourself as a weeb.
hmm
How would you feel if I was like, oh, you have a Minecraft VTuber? Degenerate.
Okay.
To be fair, I make fun of my friend for being a weeb, to be fair, like on the daily basis, so how can I speak?
Yes. We do love to make fun of our friends for enjoying things in this house.
hmm
Oh, the cycle of life. It doesn't exist.
Uh-huh.
Now, can we get back to
Please.
I would
the disco props and the pastel horse show?
Yes, I would love to because I'm fairly certain like this might not actually come back unless it turns out the characters that the crossover happens as the characters as the Equestria girl is just like cross through the TV screen or something. Other than that, the specifics of this movie probably will not matter too much. So let's see. Anyway.
Seeing on screen like coincide with like the virtues of friendship or something like that. Because in order to use the elements of harmony, the conduit of those magic friendship lasers I mentioned, yeah, those sort of magic artifacts are really needed. Well, sort of needed, but sort of not needed. The friendships inside you.
You know, I wish I could like edit myself live having like a nosebleed from one side. That would have made that really funny. Anyway. I understand.
I understand you, Twilight.
And I show you the most important magic of all. You said it was a bad girl, so I'm reading it as part.
Like, she was a bad girl, but in the second movie, or like the third movie, I think, when this takes place, she is gone from bad girl to good girl.
Well, apparently not this scene.
Like, it's only Twilight. There is, like, 2 Twilights. It's happening.
It's happening. Wait, whoops, wrong button. Hold on, what's supposed to be happening? Oh, something was about to save Twilight. My bad. Okay. Alright. Oh, also, hello, Eli, I finally got to this video. Right, anyway, it's happening!
Wait.
Yeah?
Did Majesty just appear in their house?
Yeah, she does that all the time.
But...
Butts.
Yeah. This is just the... Do you not know what Majesty is like? Majesty does this.
Like, I know what
Constantly.
Majesty is like, but is she just kind of... Is this a recreation of the first episode? Do we actually get to, see them become pops, or...
Well,
No.
I don't think so, unless this is the first time that they've encountered her, which honestly, again, knowing Majesty, it very well could be.
Yeah, I mean, Majesty did stalk a girl to her house.
Yeah.
And appear in her bedroom, in which case she was like, ah! And dropped her backpack.
That was of course that was the second time that Chloe saw her. The first time was through the window of her school, where she disappeared in the creepiest fashion ever. Right. No, Sunset was about to save Twilight. Just pause the movie.
Pause the film, you nut. Stop being an idiot. Go to school.
As I said, I'm sorry to interrupt. And considering that no one actually pressed pause, I presume the movie is still playing currently as I speak.
They have just no facials at all. It's like,
Celeste picked up bungalow activity in the movie theater. Okay, so this is definitely, they all do still know each other, yeah. And yes, I wonder where the Majesty design has been seen in all these other designs and everything. Yes.
I wonder, Emily.
I think Majesty in particular has it's either because of the outlines or there's like an actual like a mild tint to her, which actually like makes her a bit more distinct from everyone else. I guess that's the Avalonian essence.
Like, I do
maybe.
like the mild tint. It really brings the design together.
Okay, so it's all the Ghost Kitty redesigns then. It wasn't Emily, which you're not using. Even design for the Jasmine was not using for your series.
Johnny
Well,
uses
this is the reboot, so it's fair game, I suppose.
like Johnny uses every Ghost Kitty redesign that you can use designs, which I'm not using in that series. To be fair.
You're going to the USA tomorrow? Well, see you in 22 hours then.
What?
Time difference.
Which bungalow is it, Majesty?
I like how they all got up in different ways.
Oh, so the other ones are Emily's. Okay, so I was right before. Okay. And yeah, that's also good. Yeah, they got up in different ways. yeah, the only person I would have had like there to make it even better was if they got up at different times, but it's still a nice addition. It appears to be Siphony. I don't know what her plan is, but it can't be good. You're going to play in 22 hours and for 22 hours. Right.
One or the other.
Yeah. Don't worry,
Don't
Majesty.
worry, Majesty. We'll stop Symphony. Siphony?
Yes, Siphony. Because she siphons powers, you see.
Oh.
Yeah. Good luck, ladies. May destiny always be on your side.
Let's get going.
Disco Pops, let's get
let's
groovy.
get groovy.
Oh, okay. I like the change of the teleports where the teleportation rays actually match the colors that they represent as pops. There she is.
These pop designs are so...
Are you?
No matter what you do, these... Oh, head design didn't change at all.
Well, I guess Ghost Kid didn't get to all of them in the end. Oh well. Also, hi
Meanwhile,
Fox.
I'm going to look up a reference picture of Siphony. The pop designs are still atrocious.
Stop right there, Siphony! She's just standing there in the street, doesn't even done anything.
She's pointing.
So, you must be the Disco Pops. As for stopping, how about...
Okay,
Never!
Josh, Siphony's design is good as it is. No, she's wearing only black. She even has black eyes.
Then again, we saw what the Pops were before, but it's because the Pops have changed their outfits now and actually look more distinct from each other.
Also, Ghost Kitty, I'm going to bring you up right now. I gave you those designs to have fun with. Because my design skills are somewhere between, the actual decent person and a trash rodent. Not as trash rodenty as this, because, my goodness. But still really bad.
Yeah, I do love that scale, yes. And yeah, you'll arrive in the US before you leave on the plane. Yeah, I know, right? That's a lot of things that everyone says that always blows everyone's minds.
I can't say anything about the US because I'm Canadian, so I live in Canada.
Get ready to be on fire.
You live in Canada. Okay, but regardless of that, the distance from Australia to Canada is going to be roughly the same as Australia to the US, depending on what part of the US, of course. But in the grand scheme of things, there's a fractional difference. Good luck getting back, you disco dorks.
To be honest, I really like that line.
The writing for Siphony has gotten more akin to the source material, definitely.
Good luck getting back, you disco dorks.
Whoa! Where are we? You see, speaking of being isekai'd, maybe we are here in Equestria High, or that was the name of it, I think. And why are we out of pop mode? So again, Siphony can actually make them come out of pop mode at will, but none of the bungers ever use that power to unmask them. All right, sure, yeah. This is Canterlot High.
To be honest, I appreciate that sunset design.
I was gonna say, again, only character I recognize, Sunset Shimmer. There's Bacon Lady herself.
Bacon hair. We love bacon hair.
Yeah. No way! Sunset Shimmer! who isn't famous in this universe. So well done freaking her out.
I gotta
Like
go.
she's not. Yeah, okay, she isn't famous. I was about to say, like, if you know, because think what you said about like the disguise part, and I guess William had enough of that. All right. Anyways, how do you know who I am?
Not at all. Have fun.
Are you from Crystal Prep? Is that the only other location that she knows in this universe?
Yeah, to be honest, it's the only other location that's touched on.
We were just watching friendship games. What do you mean watching friendship games? You mean we were just playing that right now? No, it's a movie. Your life isn't real. Welcome. Good luck processing that information.
I would like if the other girls just put her hand over this girl's mouth and were like, shush.
Yeah,
I cannot.
see, that would make sense. See, okay, so in the original version, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, the jazz pops, the super pops, the disco pops, they all, like, watch each other's shows, but that's because the pops themselves are, like, celebrity, they're public figures inside their own universe, so it stands to reason why they would have, you know, their own TV shows at the same time that are also canon to each other. It's sort of like, it's like one step below the NSU.
Yeah, and also Sunset's eyes just changed slightly. She looks more concerned now.
Wait,
okay?
Johnny put the notes to this episode of community post. Oh, because the episode itself, like the description only just says enjoy, and that's it. So I don't think there was anything else to like comment on here, but I guess I'll bring up the notes from the community. So let's see. That's the wrong one. This is very active as community tab. Gotta respect that. Let's see. Halloween night dances. That's from. Oh, okay. Here are the notes. MLP X Disco Pops. I forgot to put in the description. Of course, you could have just put them in the description. You know, edit the video and put them in now. But I guess whatever.
Jess, you're gonna make Sunset Shimmer have an existential crisis.
Wait, is the video still playing? Oh wait, no, you're oh no, you're reading other comments. Okay, all right, okay. So community tab. So he says, I did the best I could with the designs of the Equestria girls. I guess we'll see that in a second, mostly. And 2, I know Pinkie Pie is usually cheerful and happy, but I went a bit sad. Again, Pinkie Pie is one of the only ones that I know a little bit. I can sort of guess a little bit about because of Pinkie Cake from My Street. Then again, I'm pretty sure that Pinkie Pie would not have, like, you know, helped someone steal a bunch of Christmas presents, but what do I know? Maybe she has reading glasses. Or evil glasses, whatever they were. Anyway, we were just watching friendship games. It's almost like you're from another world. You're taking the news that your world is a TV show or a series of movies or something, a form of media, very, very well.
Like, to be honest, I would have had the other girls cut Jess off and be like, just play along.
I mean, yeah. We got new students, Sunset? That's Pinkie Pie, right?
Yeah, that's Pinkie Pie. We
Okay,
got new
all right.
students, Sunset?
Well, I mean, she seems to be, you know, happy and bubbly right now. Not too sad.
To be honest, I would have, like, put some extra dimension in her hair. I mean,
guess,
the excitable one.
Yeah. As far as like the whole like happy versus sad thing goes, I mean, it's good that these characters are able to have more than one emotion. I'm sure that they're not all just caricatures in the show. Then again, I saw like one like video clip of what Gen 3 looked like, and the comparison to Friendship is Magic, and Gen 3 looks like Charlie the Unicorn in comparison. So I don't know.
We need to sit you down to watch Gen 4.
Yeah, again, huge difference from what I've seen. Just from that one scene when like one of them like bursts in and starts fuming from one of the My Street clips.
Like,
I don't know.
Gen 5 is good, but I don't much care for it.
All right. Hi, Pinkie Pie. Again, not bothering at all to disguise the fact that you know who they are. I'm Courtney.
Like, you want to know how I would have rewritten this already from the standard of how the show writes its 5 main girls? Horse girls?
Yeah.
I would have had Pinkie Pie introduce herself immediately to all of them in a very excited fashion.
Oh, do the classic like really like over enthusiastic handshake when like one of them like it gets like shaken up and down like that.
Yeah, it's like, hello, you, and you. I'm Pinkie Pie.
There you go.
Welcome to Equestria High.
That rhymes. You even know my name! Again, no one questions anything. Girls, we can get excited later. Right now, let's get out of here. But we'll no longer be excited about anything.
Like, to be honest, it would be like a good detail for them to, play along for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Also, wasn't the plot of the movie that you just described about someone having to disguise themselves in this world in order to like achieve a mission and like get back to their own reality?
Solve a magical friendship problem, get the crown back? Yeah. To be honest, this seems like that sort of case scenario, and I would have liked if they followed that a little more closely as a homage to the first movie and as a plot that actually makes some sort of sense.
Well, that might be what happens because we're only about halfway through the video, so we'll see. Oh, why? We're trapped by a villain named Siphony from our world.
Like, it would have been a really nice touch for Pinkie Pie to just say, oh, we have a friend from another world too.
Fair enough, yeah.
That's terrible.
Is this what counts for like the sad parts? Spaceship. I mean, yeah. All right. Majesty, the Disco Pops have been sucked into Canterlot High.
I like how Majesty looks so good in comparison to whoever this is.
That's
Celeste?
Cheshire. That's
Cheshire.
Celeste is the computer. That's
Ooh,
Cheshire.
Boy.
I feel like probably one of the issues here is, I guess, if we're gonna redesign and change the art style of a few of them, probably change all of them at that point.
I feel like grabbing this character right out of this scene and being like, yeah, get in the redesign chamber.
Yeah, would it help to tell you that these two characters are twins?
Yeah, I'm throwing this character in the redesign chamber, and I'm like, you're not coming out of the ball pit until you have something better than a bowl cut.
Mm-hmm. Charlie the Unicorn, look it up. It's a YouTube video. Well, YouTube series, actually. Charlie! Right. You never made Cheshire. Yeah, well, clearly this... I guess Johnny didn't brief you on who was going to be appearing. The home of the Equestria Girls? Oh, good thing that she actually knows, because I was about to say, like, I have no idea what that is. Please inform me.
I saw them watching a movie earlier about it.
Celeste, Google My Little Pony, please, and Equestria Girls.
No, don't do that.
Finding search results for My Little Pony and Equestria Girls. The whole computer shuts down. Right. That is correct. Sister, we better call Mary. She knows a lot about the Equestria Girls.
She knows a lot about the magic house girls.
I agree, brother. This is what I guess Eli was talking about as far as like the new designs of the jazz pops are. So again, multiple crossovers. What's this news notification? Reports are coming that the Disco Pops went missing? That's quick. Siphony is still roaming free? Girls, we have an emergency on our hands. What's wrong, Mary? Safely took the disco pops. Oh, it's interesting that only Mary seemed to be in like the old uniform. So that must be the new group Majesty was talking about. You know? So it's about placing that in the timeline.
Yeah,
Fair
that
enough.
is where the audio comes from for Candy Mountain.
Yes. That is exactly correct. Charlie! We gotta go to Candy Mountain, Charlie!
Oh, damn, they stole my kidneys.
Alright. We have to save them somehow. But it's just you and me, Eli. Is that no? Okay, I know that. Like if you're the one calling, you know, like Elsa and all that stuff. Now it's just straight up Eli. I'm pretty sure I do not remember like that being the actual name in here. You have me, sis. You have my sword and my bow and my axe. What about Emma and Emmy? You have their bows and axes too.
Do you think this is better than what the original did with the Jazz Pops and Disco Pops season 1?
I mean, it's roughly the same as what happened, you know, when when one group was in need, they called upon the other. It seems like the same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same formula. There is virtually no stakes.
Alright. And yes, we gotta go to Candy Mountain, definitely.
No, I don't want to lose my kidneys. I kind of need these.
At some point we should just do like a series of, you know, reviewing like old internet videos. Like I just watched a pyrocynical VOD where he watches old Smosh with no context. It's like I've watched plenty of old Smosh, I could do that, and then, you know, I guess like other videos that people just are not aware of these days. Obviously, have to be careful because, you know, a lot of those old videos are not as PC, but, you know, some of them are. Let's head to the ship. Okay, Jazz Pops can't be defeated.
Okay. Woohoo.
Ah, yeah, recognize these new designs. Yeah, from do I still have some of those like saved in my graphics in here? Probably.
Also, these two look exactly the same. They're just a palette swap.
I guess, you know, they're sisters, so they get similar outfits.
They are sisters, but they're not twins.
Yeah, yeah. Majesty and Cheshire are the twins here. Anyway, oh good, we need all the help we can get. How are we going to get them out, Majesty? Maybe we need to just complete whatever Equestria Girl move they're trapped in. Oh, we were right. There you go, prediction. It looks like they are trapped in friendship games. Oh, so saying you were just watching friendship games was probably a horrible idea for more reasons then.
Like, in which case they'll know how to avoid the magic twist and stop Twilight early.
Yeah, that's... I guess if you have a twist villain, you can definitely... That's the one thing when you know the plot already. But also,
like, she is kind of not a twist villain. Like, it's one of those ironic things to where the audience knows what's going on, but the characters don't.
Yeah, dramatic irony. Fair enough. Yeah. Those are the redesigns that you're not using them, but Johnny is. Again, that's fine. This is, you know, the reboot continuity, because I imagine that you two didn't say, oh, well, I guess season 1 of Disco Pops that was in Trusky Time, season 2 of Jazz Pops is now non-canon, and this is the new version. This is what they were up to the whole time. And now retroactively ponies exist in this universe, or like one of the parallel dimensions. Actually, maybe it's fine because this is like they're going into the movie, and it's very clear it's another realm. Maybe that's how it's going to work itself in. In which case, all people who voted for Miraculous Ladybug, you might get that at some point, considering that those things can coexist with that format in mind. Right, for its purposes, the original elemental basically the same as each other, so one was red, one was pink. Ah, so he just did, they're still the same, only better. Understood. Also, how did Majesty figure out they're trapped in friendship games? What was the giveaway to that? And also, what a huge coincidence, now I think about it, the Siphony just happened to teleport them into the exact movie that they were just watching. Majesty, let me go save them. I know the questionable moves like the back of my hand. I guess they wouldn't know about the twist then. Alright, Melody, you can go. Good luck, sis. Thanks, sis. Just gotta call each other sis the whole time. Meanwhile, at Canterlot High. So, let me get this straight. You girls are superheroes? And have been transported to our world by a evil villain named Saphony? That's Applejack, right?
Yeah, that's Applejack. Oh no, Fluttershy! What have they done to my poor girl?
Which one's Fluttershy? The one in the back, right?
Yeah, pink hair, right there.
Okay.
You'll
And then the
notice her
one-
design from all of the My Street episodes.
Yeah, okay. And then the one in the front is Twilight, right?
Yeah, but I gotta say, Fluttershy's eyes are not green, they're blue.
Well, didn't Sunset's eyes beforehand? That's got to be a tongue twister in the actual show. Someone at some point has got to get tongue-tied saying Sunset Shimmer's name. I don't believe
Yeah.
that never happened.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna point this out here. Like, everyone looks normal, even Twilight. But Fluttershy, look at how they mangled my girl.
Hold on a second. Fluttershy Equestria Girls. Again, I'm trusting you, Google. Please don't. Okay. Yeah, so definitely like blue eyes, possibly turquoise, maybe. Yeah, the outfit's definitely different. She seems to be wearing a dress in most of these. Oh wait, no. There's some more of the white and green. I think it's just because like the skirt doesn't seem to have any like frills or designs or anything. I have no idea.
Like that, and in the reference image I found, I'm going to send to you.
I'm just on Google Images. Like I see like a lot of. Yeah, most of them seem to be blue dress or
Meanwhile,
white top and green skirt and green.
Yeah, white
boots.
white tops, green skirt, green boots is the canon design.
Oh, then what's the blue dress?
That's for another entry on the movies.
Oh, okay, all right.
But yeah, like, you could have tried a little harder in the hair department. Because, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the hair seems like like curl outwards in the other one.
Meanwhile, I'm going to go to Gacha Club, and I'm going to make Fluttershy now.
Oh wait, she has wings as well.
Yeah,
Wait, does
like,
this one have wings?
when-
No wings. Okay.
in the movie, they can do something called pony up, where they get their, like, pony features, like ears and wings, or ears and horns.
Ah, yes, those things that we all see on ponies all the time. Wings.
That's because Fluttershy is a Pegasus.
Then shouldn't he? Would it be Pegasus up or something? Because like, oh wait, no, you mean the pony features that they would have in the other dimension that we've
Yes.
established they're not aware of.
Let's go to Candy Mountain to help Fluttershy. Yeah, because by the looks of Fluttershy, she needs the help. Look at her.
So again, they could just access like their other like counterparts or something with it. Again, if this was Okay.
Yeah, like we need to get you. We need to sit you down and watch the show. Some of
The
this shit you
more
can
that-
only understand firsthand.
The more that I hear, okay. Anyway, so this is the image that Ghosty sent me. The wings look more like you know when like someone draws cake batter that's being like chucked at someone.
Yeah,
They look like
this
that.
is essentially it. Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
but
Right.
it's
Fluttershy
just
needs
the
more cake
eyes
batter.
and the hair. It doesn't give Fluttershy vibes to me. It gives. Fluttershy, did you go to the hairdressers and they cut it too short? Don't worry, girlfriend. I have extensions with your name on them.
Fair enough. Now sold separately, because that's what the company would actually do.
Well, I'll be right back. Pizza.
All right. Oh, I'm all alone. I have I have no one else to help me. Well, I have the chat. That's fine. And you're looking for a way to get back so you can defeat her? Yes, that is correct. You okay, Pinkie Pie? You seem like you feel bad for them. I don't know if she like actually talks like really quietly, just the word shy in her name, so I just kind of guessed. I do feel bad for them, Fluttershy. I want to help them out, but I don't want to think that we'll never see them again. You just met them like right now. What do you mean you'll never see them again? It's like, imagine if someone like does something simple, like, ask her for directions, and there's like when she's like out and about or something. It's like, hey, I'm trying to get to Candy Mountain. Can you tell me like where to go? Oh, sure. So you take this like the stairway over here, then you like go up all the way over there, and then you set that this the mountain's all the way over the distance. Okay, thank you very much. Wait, don't go. I'll never see you again. Really? All right. Also, hi, Ariel. I think people were talking about you before. Fluttershy's definitely quiet and new people. She's just around her friends a little louder. I know people like that. So yeah, fair enough. Don't be sad, Pinkie Pie. Oh my goodness. This is what Johnny meant. This is what Johnny meant about the whole being sad thing. Yeah, it's still every time. The plot has to come to a halt always to comfort someone who's being sad. Every single time. Right. Granted, I didn't say that in the Disco Pops reviews. I said it in the Ballroom Pops ones, but it still applies.
Okay.
And yeah, of all people, if Pinkie Pie would not end up doing this, I don't know, give that plot point to Sunset, have them do a bit of a tour around, with Sunset or something, and then, get to know her more specifically so she has more of a connection to them. So it then becomes an issue. Also, Ghosty, you're back! I was afraid I would never see you again! No, genuinely, you missed this line where Pinkie Pie was like, I want to help them leave, but I don't want to think we'll ever see them again. Even though she's only, just met them in the previous scene.
Oh no, don't worry. That's kind of average Pinkie Pie. Don't question it.
What? So again, I give this example. If someone stops her for directions in the street or something, and she tells them where to go, does she then end up being, overly attached? Just like, don't leave me!
No, but she's often overly attached if you dare to move into the same town as Pinkie Pie.
Okay. All right.
She is the super best party pony. She's now your new best friend for life. Totally not a stalker.
Oh, okay.
And don't question it. It's just Pinkie Pie.
All right. Give Johnny bit about someone sad as his trademark. Yeah, I know, but it's not like someone being sad. That's not the issue. It's when everything has to come to a halt just because a character is sad. It's the plot of Alice Through the Looking Glass. The Tim Burton. Well, it's not even Tim Burton. He got kicked off, didn't he? The live action Disney movie, Alice Through the Looking Glass, where the fate of the entirety of Underland had to come down to the Hatter being sad about his family. which warranted a whole time manipulation thing, and then, threatening the annihilation of the entire world as everyone knew it. It's like, at some point, you have to draw a line here. These people are trapped. It shouldn't be, making this about, like, you and your, like, your attachment issues or something. Get a therapist, Pinkie Pie. When I get sad, my big sister Polly always told me to think of the positives. Now think of the positives of us leaving, I guess. We won't be around you anymore. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to visit you guys. You are currently trapped in this world, and like you already know that you can't go back and forth easily. So why would you think you'd be able to visit? I highly doubt it. See, now she's speaking sense. Although, good music at least, again. She can get pretty emotional about it. Yes. Again. It's, Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. Have you seen the Disco Pops? Yes, they were just here before you banished them to the Shadow Realm.
You banished.
Okay, so I understand that that Johnny doesn't use camera angles, and therefore using similar backgrounds often means using the same background. But all that's happened here is that everyone was like in the exact same position. The background hasn't even shifted the slightest, which you can't do in Gacha, by the way, if that's the case. You want to do this visual. And so it just looks like everyone has been vaporized. It's a dark ending to the series. Who are you? Yeah, see, now we're going back and forth. They can't share the same, time-space continuum. I'm Melody Pop from the Jazz Pops. I was sent to save the Disco Pops. Perfect! Look how that all worked out and we had to do nothing about it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said something like that. No, that's what you all wanted, except for Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie doesn't like to let go.
No.
To be honest, that's kind of on brand for her.
All right. You know what? I'm now introducing my new My Little Pony OC, Dr. A.S. Astronomer, and he's a therapist, and all of these people are his clients. And he works at the school. Right.
The school has a new guidance counselor.
Yeah, as you know, Dr. A. Astronomer. That's funnier. Dr. Astronomer would be, there you go. Don't worry, Kim. We'll find some cupcakes for Pinkie Pie. I can see now why she was Zane's favorite. Wait, what's wrong with Pinkie Pie? Suddenly that, again, can't, whatever. I'm just gonna miss them. It's okay. I think I might have a way to make you feel better. Is it a cupcake? Come in, Majesty. How's the mission coming along, Melody? Literally 0 complications. We're bringing them home. Is there a way we'll be able to visit Canterlot High? Well, you're here, so presumably, yes.
Obviously.
And I know what I said before about them being trapped there, but as far as Kim knew at the time, it seemed like they weren't going to get out. That's why I said before, yeah. Oh, also we've got some designs for Ulrich and Justin and Sue Monster.com gang. Perfect. Sue reminds me a bit of Empress, actually.
Sue reminds everyone of Empress. Everyone I show her design to is like, oh, that could easily be a younger Empress.
So it's just all of the people who've shown Sue to happen to be Musingo fans.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I have more reach than I thought I did. Anyway, here's the, it's loading. There you go, Monster.com gang.
To be honest, I quite like it.
Yeah, as usual, Ulrich looking like he just doesn't want to be there at all.
Ulrich always looks like he doesn't want to be there. What do you mean?
I know, that's what I'm saying, as usual. Justin is, I guess Justin looks like he's waving to the side at somebody. He's like, Sue is posing for the photo, Ulrich is complying, but reluctantly, and Justin, you know, sweet Justin, doesn't know what's going on.
Not a thought behind those eyes.
There you go, you've nailed their characters. That's how you tell. Oh, Imagine's back. Hello.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to the cesspit.
Mm-hmm. What and yeah, no, it's this is my actual face, of course. Oh yeah, because the last time I saw you were on my streams, I was the VTuber. Yeah, had to retire that one for a bit because I started the stream late, didn't want to glitch it, other stuff, yada yada. Doesn't try to buy his own jewelry. I don't think so. He's waving off to somewhere else. Conning Pinkie Pie being afraid she'll never see them again is not a minor thing. I mean, I agree, it's not a minor thing because it holds the plot. Like, this is the emotional tension of the episode now, not the fact that they're trapped somewhere. And also, the idea of completing the movie to get out, that was actually kind of interesting because the movie itself was based around the idea of someone being, you know, having unfinished business in this world before they can leave back to their own place of origin. So it would have tied in extremely well, but then once you get here, it's like, oh, I just met you, like, again, mere seconds ago. But please don't leave me. So, yeah.
So yeah, we are kind of doing that thing of stopping the plot because a character is sad.
Yeah, and that's the issue with the whole, like, character being sad thing. It's not the fact that characters get sad itself. It's that it's just the way that this always happens with Johnny characters. I feel like, actually, maybe Johnny should actually try his hand at a bit more of a slice of life series. Not saying to, you know, stop making these. I just mean that as far as, like, the writing style goes, what ends up taking away from the stakes in an action show might actually be fine in something like a rom-com or a drama or, you know, anything of that nature. So possibly, yeah, I was gonna say, might end up trying the classic Gacha high school. Not that I have any position to say that's a cliche or not. But I don't know, something on those lines. Not necessarily that, but just, you know, everyday people rather than superheroes, and that might actually suit his style a bit better. Possibly. You're gonna make Cheshire now. Yeah, good call. Because if this reboot also carries on, then yeah, we'll definitely want to have that. Give him the Avalonian tint. Not sure that his viewers will like that. Well, maybe do a pilot then. You know, again, test the waters. You got to try these things with people. That's the
Dip
thing.
your feet into the proverbial pool.
Yeah, see, with Alpha Witch Academy, even though there's only been like 2 episodes that I've ever actually made of that, when I dropped the first episode, I was kind of worried that it was not going to do as well because it was a non-voice acted show that was originally designed to be like something that was disguised as not being made by me, unsuccessfully. But then, like, immediately, I'm pretty sure I got a piece of fan art from Ghosty, and then after the first episode premiered, everyone was like a buzz about about everything to do with it. And the same thing happened with the second episode. That dies down quite quickly because it doesn't get us like the promotion or it doesn't have like the history behind the Mutant Girl does. But still, it was something different, and people seem to be fine with me doing non-voice acting stuff, which is good to know. if I ever get back to making Marvel Academy at some point. Also, I mean, yeah, okay, a lost princess, possibly. That could also work in a slice of life, really. You know, it could be a slice of life about a princess. In fact, you know what? Balance out the princess duties with like regular everyday life and trying to have some sort of normality. You know, how do the friendship groups react? What is the story behind the lost princess? Someone's gonna get sad at some point. You want to be there for your friends and all that stuff. Actually, you know, take some of the lessons from Equestria Girls, which I presume is how that works, but just apply it differently in something else outside the franchise. I think that would actually work pretty well. And why are the characters so small? Probably because again, I said before, Johnny doesn't use a lot of camera angles, and when you have the speech bubbles here with everyone, people have got used to the idea of just having them in constant landscape shots and constant and constant keeping them at a distance rather than like having them come up close to the screen, because then you risk rubbing out the actual speech bubbles. Which is why for Average Academy, when I had something to do non-voice acted, I used the narrator feature because that problem does not exist there. And I also green screened all the narrator bits so I could actually do the camera angles and the narrator feature in the same part of the video. But if you can't do that, it still works otherwise. Anyway, that's my advice for the day. I do believe if they want to visit them, I can easily teleport them. Well, if you can easily teleport them now, why couldn't you easily teleport them away when Siphonie brought them here? You said you needed all the help that you could get, and you sent the person who knew the Equestria Girls best, even though it's clear you can just that anyone could have gone in here. I could have gone in if I had teleportation powers and just taken them out. That happened a lot in the original as well. And that's one of my criticisms I gave Johnny in the originals. It's just supposed to be a response to. I said before that whenever they're trapped somewhere, it just takes one person who wasn't trapped originally to teleport them out, and that's it. It's not the world itself that's keeping them there. It's whether spell was placed upon them. It works like once, but then they just never learn. So I don't know. Also, what do you mean lack of taste and smell? If you're trying to say they have no noses, they can still taste.
Like, if anything, they have more diverse faces.
I was going to say, in fact, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Melody Pop here does, in fact, have a nose. Do the Equestria Girls have a nose? Let me just check. Yeah, they have noses. Cheshire used to be the main villain, but is kind of comedic relief. Yeah, which I feel like is a real shame because like he was more entertaining and more comedic as a villain than he was as, you know, Majesty's bumbling brother Chad. And of course, not to mention the highly inappropriate, you know, romance they're building up between himself and Crystal Pop, which just... Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, basically, Cheshire is a downgrade from Dr. Ruin / Dr. Kittens. Really? Yes. Thank you, Majesty. You're welcome. You know, it'd be really sad, like actually genuinely sad, if Majesty was lying at this part, and she just said that to give Pinkie Pie one last good old dose of serotonin before the crushing reality hits her again, and she develops trust issues as a result. Let's go home, girls. Goodbye, Disco Pops. Hey girls, sorry I'm late. I I contracted methemoglobinemia off screen, apparently.
Whomst?
If you don't know what, yeah, methemoglobinemia is like when you like get blue skin. Oh wait, that's not sunset. Sorry, I thought it was like sunset with like a skin condition now. Okay. I missed meeting those girls Sunset told us about, haven't I?
That's supposed to be Rainbow Dash.
Um.
Okay. That doesn't look anything like.
Ash, Equestria girls. Okay, so Rainbow Dash I mean, I should have guessed this, but has rainbow hair. This one just seems to be orange. But I mean, okay, you can't really do too much with the colors available in Gacha. So I guess maybe Johnny started off with like red going into orange and then like got that far, you know, didn't get past the Roy and Roy G Biv. So
I understand, but oh my gosh. Yeah, I know you can't do rainbow hair in Gacha. It's just okay. I'm gonna say this now. The skirt that was on Fluttershy would have looked better on Rainbow Dash, while the skirt on Rainbow Dash would have looked better on Fluttershy. I think the only one here that looks any level of accurate is Applejack. Which is ironic because she is the greatest background pony.
Wait, what does Twilight look like then?
I don't know. She's just kind of Twilight.
I see Twilight is kind of similar. Just a ribbon all the time. That's something you can do in Gacha, ribbon and collar. She seems to be striking more shy poses than Fluttershy is in some of these. Anyway. It's
you
just
know, which is kind of...
God, okay. I need to watch more of this. I need to get back into the show. Again, I fell off like during season 3 because I just got so bored with how it was going. Yeah, thanks for that. The Flash liked since he was Dr. Rune, but that was when she was dating Jake and liking Jake. Whatever. Unfortunately, you have. I'm sure we'll see them again, darling. Let me guess. Not an accurate design. Who is this? Who am I looking up now? What name did I put in Google? Ghosty? What name? What name?
Rarity.
Okay. Rarity. Let's see. And oh.
Oh no, Rarity.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, no.
You know what I think is the issue with a few of these? It's the head shape. It's the typical Gacha head shape. If they're like shrunken a bit more, maybe like alter the chin to like chin number 2, that would at least cover up a little bit, because the other, like, here's the Fluttershy thing again. See? Has a relatively like much smaller head to Fluttershy there in the background.
Like, there is a thing with the head shape. There's also that Rarity does not look glamorous in the slightest.
Yeah, I guess like her shirt is like very plain here, definitely. Oh wait, I see like the first Google search result. I can actually, you know what, this one I am gonna bring up on screen. It's let's just save that. Because yeah, I think I know exactly which outfit. And to be fair, like the top on that outfit does not look glamorous. But then again, also another issue with these designs is the fact that they're like their torsos are tiny. By which I mean, I mean, not
Like,
necessarily like,
yeah,
oh,
it's
in the
the way
classic,
the-
like, oh, Slim Ways they know.
it's
No, like, they actually, like, flatten down like that. Like,
Like-
most of their
it's mostly like
body is just legs. That's
most of their
it.
body is just legs, but there is, you know, a point. You can the skirt that Rarity has, I would have chosen the default one with the belt, you know, that goes a little higher up.
Oh, it's my screen is not responding. Opera internet browser is not responding. It doesn't want me to show Rarity. Rarity is shutting me down.
Rarity is shutting you down.
The
you know,
Empire is shutting us down.
You want to know what skirt I would have used for Rarity?
You said the default one, right?
Yeah, number 49 on Gacha Club.
Oh, I have Gacha Club open, actually. Because I made my confused self in the thumbnail. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the same one that Pop wears in Season 1. Yeah.
Like, to be honest, it matches Rarity's outfit from the reference image a little better than this big skirt.
Okay, it's whenever I press the button that it seems to crash, so we'll just wait for a second. So yeah, Rarity does not want to make an appearance in
The
here.
Rarity does not want to appear on screen, and to be honest, I don't blame her. Look at her unfashionable self here.
It's interesting, like, you know, instead of Pop's skirt, it's Morwenna's skirt, or at least the Season 2 Morwenna's skirt. And Morwenna, you know, as has been pointed out many times, even though it was, like, deliberate, is not glamorous. So I guess that kind of matches. But yeah, now I can't unsee the leg thing. Like, when I started like thinking about the proportions, it's like, wow, okay then.
Yeah, it's just the proportions of how they're drawn is a bit strange.
Yeah. Good luck to all of those, all the cosplayers.
Actually, cosplays of these designs are actually pretty okay.
I can imagine. I mean, you know, good luck because it will take a few bits to like work out the logistics for yourself. Oh, and yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure. And like, okay, look, if there for some, if stuff didn't need work, it wouldn't be fun to critique. So that works out. And yeah, okay, again, I will watch Season 4. The only reason I said I was going to watch like from Gen 1 or something, whether it was like available beforehand, because I wanted to like get the origin, like, you know, watch it from the start. But like how BB does whenever she wants to watch something new. That's what.
Yes, you are off the list.
Well, hold on a second. Wait, because didn't we get a request like go back and watch the other episodes?
No, I mean, Corrupted Imagination, I put Corrupted in the bag because I wanted to check out their content.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're still on the like review list because the other episodes people will ask for them, but you know, get a bag of your own. Yeah. Good idea. All right.
Honestly, the option was always there for you to leave the bag. Why you haven't yet still confuses scholars to this day.
Good grief, it's like Pokemon Bridged. Anyway, hope John doesn't cry when he sees this review. I mean, I hope not too. That's never the point of these.
Yeah, the point of these is not to, you know, spread ill will. It's just to look at something subjectively and talk about the bits.
Of course, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay, that was actually the end of the video. All right. Yeah, I dare say that you will see them again, Charity, because this was apparently the new franchise. Or was it just for this episode there was a crossover?
Maybe.
Wait, but that implies that they would have been isekai into the world of Miraculous Ladybug if the community poll had gone through. But then isn't
They would have been isekai into a world they already currently exist in.
exactly because aren't two of them like the daughters of the unless it's like the show itself, like they're going back in time and it's like a Back to the Future situation, which actually, to be fair, I would have loved to see that one. I would love to see like the Ladybug version of that because it would be interesting to see how the daughters react to that to their parents at their exact same age. That would have been something. This bag is like really popular for some reason.
Yeah, mostly because I put people in it.
Might not be enough room at this rate, but yeah.
Dogen is also in the bag, but for less wholesome reasons.
Mm-hmm. See, Jess and Amy. Yeah, there we go. See, what would happen if Jess and Amy, met Nino and Alia at their exact age? Considering how they're all like such huge blabbermouths, they probably would say something immediately. Just be like, "Oh wow, you're Alia from the TV show Miraculous Ladybug. That's right. You don't know it yet, but your best friend's a superhero, and to make matters even worse, we're your daughters from the future." We know exactly who you're going to marry. And guess what? You become a superhero as well. That is how the scene went down in like the Equestria version. Pretty much. So, right. Okay. So pros. Music exists in the first place, so that's already an improvement on the original version. The action kind of is about the same because we still have the pops like charging up beams that never actually fire and Siphoning doing like one spell, but then again that is kind of also the source material at this point rather than just them standing around. There's usually a little bit of a beam struggle eventually, especially season 3 was like full of beam struggles. Oh, and yeah, I know it's continuing the original, which is good. Yeah, I like, especially because I'm pretty sure like he was like in the middle of another season by the time that he decided to do the remake. So, yeah, I would hate if he decides to like scrap the whole thing and just start all over again. Because the thing with the thing if you do that is that eventually you end up being in a situation where you're never satisfied with what you've already got. That's why I say be careful when deciding to do remakes of stuff. Especially if you do what Johnny did here and you actually change the script and the setup and the story and all those other aspects. Because you open yourself up to the idea of just constantly remaking the same thing over and over again when you could actually be exploring new projects and telling new stories and new avenues and everything.
Meanwhile, I just looked at Aiden, who's constantly wanting to remake his work.
Yes. And don't get me wrong, I understand that impulse. Whenever I watch the season 1 of The Mutant Girl, and even some parts of season 2 nowadays, I'm like, God, I could do that so much better now. But yeah, of course, it's like with like most videos. I could technically go back and just redo the entirety of Coleman Vehicle, Fortress Pascal, like a bunch of like my old videos, and just do them way better with almost no effort whatsoever, because that's the difference in like the skill level I've acquired since then. But yeah, there's no points, mainly because those stories are kind of wrapped up, apart from Fortress Pascal, because that was never concluded because the world was lost. That's actually why season 2 never happened or didn't carry on, because the world deleted itself. But yeah. Well, but yeah, point is, it's always a case of like being careful, stuff they're going to do is never actually going to be perfect, but it is. But as long as you feel like you gave it your best, when you made it, and you continue to do your best going forward, that's all anyone can really ask for. Despite whatever we're saying in these reviews, it kind of invalidates my entire series here, but whatever. Ghostly Studio dream about how to make sadness work in stories. Getting very niche with our not detailed diatribes.
Yeah, like I'm really good at making sadness work. It is an emotion I feel quite a lot. It is an emotion that permeates my daily life.
Yeah, I think I've actually talked about sadness and how how it can actually work really well. The thing that I mention usually in most circumstances is because a bunch of gacha tubers in their shows, Adam Co Purple, decide to make their characters have a super tragic backstory. They're never happy at all. We never get to really properly care for them because they're never happy. Johnny doesn't have that issue. Johnny actually, again, he chose Pinkie Pie, who's normally like the happy-go-lucky character, allegedly, and decided, okay, here's the contrast. Maybe people will care more about that. So in principle, that was fine. It's just that it came about so quickly because the pacing, still to this day, even though it's a combination of 2 different episodes, the pacing still feels very, very quick.
Meanwhile, Jacob,
Yeah?
I'm going to pop something in your DMs. I've
Okay.
spent the last several minutes making a Fluttershy.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, and also, Ghost Kitty also made a Cheshire, so I'll put both of those on screen. Cheshire Elf Boy. I think he's a fairy, but yeah, okay. Love the expression on this one, by the way, on Fluttershy. Fluttershy.png already exists.
What?
I feel like a brony already. Oh wait, is it gonna crash? Yeah, it's crashed again.
The Fluttershy is crashing you.
Yeah, sorry. No more image sharing on this stream. I don't know why it's not working, but it's not working. Perhaps next time.
Stand with a girlfriend. Stop. Get back in the car. What? Josh, are you okay?
I think he must have just watched the kissing booth or something. Get the car out! Get the car out! If anyone does this to you, by the way, in real life, run.
Run.
Okay, and we're back. You didn't watch a kissing booth? Good. Prism wants to show you a video. It's called Stan Twitter. Oh, right. That's okay. That's what you're saying. So Prism, but okay. Is that for Gacha review or just in general for me to look that up? Just a bit more on the remake of Ghost Girl Episode 1. Yeah, all right. And the script for Yin and Yang, which still is an actual name instead of a placeholder name. True, yeah. And also apparently send you the ballet pops designs. Did I? I'm not sure if I don't think I still have any ballet pops designs myself. I don't know if it's talking to Ghosty or me. If it's talking to me, because when I was going to do ballet pops, I don't think I have them anymore because when I downloaded Gacha Plus, I accidentally deleted Gacha Club from my computer, so all of my data was lost, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't have those designs anymore either.
Hmm. Okay, it's a meme video. All right, fine. Okay, I'll look that up after we finish. Which we are basically wrapped up here. I'm not sure if there's anything else to properly say in here. I don't think. I don't know.
Me holds up Fluttershy. Do better. If you want, I can send you this one.
I know. Here's OG Fluttershy again, just because, with cake batter, wings and all.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but that's just how wings look in the show, even on the ponies.
Okay.
They don't look too bad in motion, but
Okay.
they look better on the horses than on the humans.
What do the cosplayers do in that situation?
Papercraft wings,
Okay, fair enough.
cardboard cutouts.
Actually, hang on. Was the Equestria Girls franchise like started because they wanted people to be able to cosplay them more easily?
No, actually, it was started because Hasbro and because toys.
Okay, all right
They
then.
sold a lot of they sold a lot of dolls.
Again, I'm sure they did. And like I said before, the hair extensions definitely would still be able to do that.
Like the Equestria Girls dolls mostly started existing because they wanted to compete with other dolls that were coming out around that time, like Ever After High, and you know that one with the monster girls.
Monster High.
Monster High, yeah. And at that point, you know, like My Little Pony was already popular, so why not create a spin-off, you know, and start a line of fashion dolls? But they don't look very good. But hey, the movies are nice.
There you go. Sometimes something good can come out of corporate greed. That's the moral. I mean, for crying out loud, this came out of Totally TV as well. You know, in some form, obviously in form of fan content, but still. I reckon there's plenty of MLP fan content out there to be consumed. Actually,
Like,
that's a good point.
I'm sorry, Ghost Kitty. I'm sorry.
You want to make your own you really should do videos like on your channel about like taking like these designs. Trust me, at one point I made a random one doing like Dragon Ball characters on the Butter Bunch, and that was actually our most popular video for a while. So it could be a winning formula for you, especially like considering that you actually know what you're doing. We're gonna count Cheshire having his old design as a con. Yes, but not because of the old design itself. It's because of how it looks in contrast to the new design. When you pair two different designs like together that way,
you know, like
makes it
standing right next to Majesty looks a bit strange.
Yeah. You told me a bit about Totally Studios, so vaguely. Okay, do I still have the Google Doc for Ballet Pops? Yeah, Google Doc saves that by default. So if anyone has like ever had access to that before, they still have it. Okay, so yeah, I didn't actually mention. I don't think I went through like the cons at the end because I was saying like the pros still. I think I got through the pros. Yeah, the and also the cons. Anything else I've like missed out?
I complimented the designs I complimented the redesigns, but realized, oh, only like a good half of our cast is redesigned in any, you know, substantial way.
Yeah, and then some of them weren't. Some of them were just original. Oh, that's another thing. in this crossover with the Equestria Girls basically do nothing. In Super Pops, whenever they were isekai into somewhere, like the mermaid episode, for example, or the monster episode for that matter,
Like
they
something I was
they offered contributions
looking,
at least.
yeah, like something I was looking forward to was for like fellow horse girls to, you know, get to using the elements of harmony to help solve the magical friendship problem.
Yeah, well, I guess like unlock the dimensional rift that trapped them in here in the first place, or as we said before, complete the movie. But once again, we fall onto Johnny trope number 42, when character teleports in from the
Character
outside,
gets
and that's it.
also character gets sad, so the plot must grind to a halt.
Oh, that's trope number 1. that's like top of the list. Yeah, no, but I mean the one where, you know, they just, you know, free commission someone from the jazz pops, melody pop comes in and just like, hey, you guys want a lift? Right, off we go. So if they escaped by their own accord, maybe like Majesty and Cheshire try to rescue them, but to no avail, and then maybe they don't even find them. Maybe they try to search where they might have gone. They're in some sort of movie, but they don't know which movie, because, you know, if I had to think of a movie on the top of my head, I would not think of Equestria Girls Friendship Game as my first answer. So it could have just been they escape by collaborating from inside the movie itself, and then that's how they get out. Gives them a bit more agency as the heroes themselves, because they're meant to be the heroes, but they're the ones who were rescued this time. And this is the first episode of a new iteration of these people. So if someone stumbles across this version first, considering like how MLP is writing the title, it's very possible it's not going to look good on the main characters to see like how incapable they seem to be at first glance.
I wanted the elements of. I came in expecting elements of harmony. I didn't get elements of harmony.
I came in expecting confusion. I got that.
I'm just, you know, kind of disappointed. Like, this is great. But, you know, looking back at what I just watched, it all just feels kind of flaccid. Is that a word to describe it? The nebulous disappointment.
Right, yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, you were looking for that adaptation. I was looking for, you know, the response to the critiques that well, because that's what Johnny said. You know, take that stuff into consideration. I guess somewhere along the line ended up morphing into the MLP version, and he fell on quite a few of his most noticeable old safety blankets, which worked against him in this case. Ah, well, it's only the first episode, so we'll see how that goes from here on out. And that's, to be fair, combining episodes 1 and 3 probably did help in this case, because episode 2 with WWE Kane doesn't really fit this time, because WWE Kane wasn't in the movie at all this time round.
Like, also, like, one thing I would definitely do is that I would have extended this towards, like, more episodes to solve the conflict.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, Johnny's done 2-parters before, so it's entirely possible. Depending on what part of the movie they land in, actually. Maybe they land, like, towards the end. Like, maybe they land towards the part where Bem actually interrupted them. Or nearly about there, because that was, like, the middle of a conflict scene, so it would have been kind of weird to just, like, plop them in out of nowhere.
Or, you know, just, like, in the middle of the movie in general, where, like, this world's Twilight or Sci-Twi was, you know, running away with the magic that she had stolen from the other group of friends. And she was like, "Who are you girls?" And they're like, "We don't know."
We don't have a...
We're new girls at this school. We're here to take that amulet from you because we know what you're up to. No.
There you go. Yeah, that's another thing. Also, maybe have somebody maybe have one person who is like a hardcore Pegasus. I see that they all kind of like seem to be into the movie itself, but like have one who like actually knows properly like what they're talking about. Like that doesn't have to come from the outside in the case as the case was with Mary this time. And so then they can like guide through and be like, let's not give away that we know what's going to happen, but at the same time, we know what's going to happen. But yeah. By the way, a lot of the ballet pop story that was going to happen has been repurposed into techno pops. It was just a different theme with different villains. Again, supposedly, because with so many projects happening soon after, never got the chance to really make that happen.
Like, to be honest, I might just take disco pops from you.
You mean techno pops from me, right?
Yes.
I mean, sure.
Like, of course, I'm going to change a few things. Like, there's a few inconsistencies I've noticed, like how the rest of the pops are named after, EDM production kind of things. But then there's just rave pop. And then there's just rave pop. She exists, okay?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would still love to actually write that show. I don't mind if I don't produce it myself.
Like, yeah, I just might steal the production aspect. Maybe I'll create a low quality pop thing for fun.
Hey, you know what? That's perfectly fine. Because I said before when I was working on Mob Slayer that's actually considering that my bread and butter was the writing aspect of this stuff. All the production things I kind of learned out of necessity. Not really like my main passion. People can probably tell that as well. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine handing that part over to somebody else, assuming of course they actually have the time, because I know that you're busy as well.
Like, yeah, but I'm kind of forced to take a break from. I'm forced to take a break from Monster Compendium right now, for my own physical health.
Okay, in that case, I will. Well, I'm going to edit some more Pixelmon videos because I need to get ahead. Actually, I got the next one like fully edited. I just have to render it, but I want to get ahead because like we're my family and I are going to go off to Exeter for a few days at some point. So
like,
I need to make sure that
you need to get ahead. Meanwhile, I'm, at this point, just looking to do anything that won't make my eye hate itself and want to extricate the socket it's been unceremoniously placed in.
Then yeah, I'll get back to the writing of that. Then that feels like good combination.
Like, we can write it together. It's just I'm going to be like, I'm going to be changing rave pop, or the other girls. Just I don't know. It's just rave pop compared to the other ones sticks out like a very bruised, very sore, very red thumb.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine, really. Mob Slayer, what is that? Mob Slayer was actually a thing inspired by Adam Code Purple, because then, well, sort of. Not really. Adam Code Purple being inspired by Demon Slayer prompted me to like go and like look at Demon Slayer, would maybe think of like how the similarities of that apply to Minecraft, and then my mind then went racing and decided, oh, I want to write this thing called Mob Slayer, and actually, it's one of those things I don't want to like make myself. So I pitched it to who did I say first? I think I first like went to Lady Mania, and like she was busy, and then after that, oh god, I pitched it to Polar Bear. Polar Bear was the second person that I approached. That would have been.
Speaking of Miss Mania, the first episode of a new series comes out tomorrow.
Oh yeah. I'm glad people are actually checking her out now after the after that stuff has happened. Yeah, I was also supposed to do an audition for her today, but I never got round to it. Right, anyway, then afterwards, actually, Shorty accepted it. So it was something that I was working on in the background. And then and then somehow end up actually evolving in scope from what it originally was, which was just, you know, me trying to explore what if Demon Slayer happened in Minecraft, but then it's like, oh, okay, here's a whole different aspect. And it's probably the most Minecrafty thing that I've ever actually written, because it relies entirely like the Minecraft game, because it's not just a Minecraft roleplay, it's a roleplay that is like uses Minecraft itself. Like there's a character who is an iron golem, there's a whole zombie curse, the quest is to get a golden apple, you know, stuff like that. And there's a few other aspects that I was going to include in there until Shorty randomly said to me, oh, I'm going to be using mods in this, so you can't use the latest updates. Oh joy. So yeah. But that was a really fun thing for me to write back when I was like still focused on that, because it's just something I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about like actually ever like touching an editing software with this thing. I can just go nuts and make a story and trust that somebody else more capable in this avenue can handle that part. Because I did say to Shorty all the time, like, oh, is this going to be fine? Can you like, is we able to make this in this way? Like, all right, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, yes, Candy Mountain, absolutely, yeah. Look up Charlie the Unicorn.
Let's go to Candy Mountain to help Fluttershy.
Yeah, she needs it.
She needs it.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.